increasingly dependent on new digital technologies. Every Monday at 10:30 p.m.
Vultures are gathering, Ladama.
With every bit that falls, power shifts.
I want them to feel the emptiness I feel.
All of her property and assets shall be left to Amichir Atessa.
A legacy unravels.
Mimi do Sharia, mfalme wale Murat.
Who will be left standing when the last bead falls? Shanga Season 2 starts Tuesday, 22 April at 8 p.m. on Maisha Magic Plus. Stay connected to DSTV Channel 163 and GoTV Channel 3.
Good afternoon to you from wherever you're watching this live broadcast from, and thank you so much for choosing KBC Channel 1 to inform you this Tuesday afternoon. There's a lot of stories that we are tracking for you, including that follow-up on Kiambu Governor, that is Kimani Wamatangi. This is KBC Lunchtime News. I'm Doreen Arange, and Lucy Maura is our sign language interpreter. We now want to check in with my colleague, that is Abdiaziz Hashim, who is at Integrity Center. He has been closely following up on this particular matter where Governor Kimani Wamatangi, together with 9 others, had been earlier on arrested. And I understand that they are set to record a statement there at Integrity Center. Hashim, you have been on this bit. What more do we know?
Well, thank you so much, Doreen. As you've just rightly stated, we're coming to you live from the Integrity Center. What has just unfolded for the better part of this morning is that Kiambu Governor, that is Kimani Wamatangi, and 9 other officials were arrested this morning by EACC sleuths in connection to embezzlement and other charges that are leveled against them. What has just transpired here at the Integrity Center is that the governor has already arrived here, and of course, tighter security from EACC detectives and in conjunction with the National Police Service. Also, we do expect the 9 other officials of the Kiambu County government, including the county secretary, to be brought here to write a statement here at the Integrity Center in regards to the several allegations that have been leveled against them. Of course, there was a little bit of drama where in Kiambu when the governor was said to be apprehended by EACC sleuths after they raided both his homes and offices in the devolved unit. There was a section of supporters who had congregated outside of one of their homes, and police officers were forced to use tear gas canisters to allow the EACC sleuths so as to do their job and, of course, apprehend the governor and other county officials. You do remember the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission EACC CEO, that is Abdi Mohamud, clearly stated at the start of this month that they will be focusing on the devolved unit, where, of course, they're saying there is a massive corruption within the devolved units when it comes to procurement, embezzlement of funds, and, of course, where even devolved heads are formulating companies to work with the county government coffers of the people of Kiambu. Also, this is just a coincidence, Doreen. Early this morning, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission EACC CEO, alongside various directors here from EACC, flocked to one of the hotels here in the capital just to address on matters of asset recovery, especially here in the continent. And of course, to just draw what the EACC CEO Abdi Mohamud clearly state is that in the last 5 years, the commission has been able to recover corruptly acquired and explained assets of 28 billion Kenya shillings, which translates to USD of 206 million Kenya shillings. The commission is further pursuing forfeiture of 50 billion and 382 million USD. Of course, we're just awaiting to see those 9 officials. Even we have seen even the sacks of money that were hidden in some of the homes of the governor have been brought here. Also, we're being informed that there are other currencies currencies in the currency of USD that are being brought here to the Integrity Center. Any moment from now, those county officials, the remaining ones, are coming here, and the assets that were recovered by the EACC this morning during their raid are also expected here. The EACC CEO, any moment from now, will be addressing us. Also, the Governor, Kimani Wamatangi, is also coming out here to address us. So for now, back to you.
Thank you very much, Abdiaziz Hashim, for that detailed report. And just as you rightly so put it, the moment we have the governor there addressing, or the EACC CEO, we shall be heading back there to just get a clear picture and a clear view of what exactly is transpiring and how exactly they're dealing with this particular matter. But back to studio, we continue to inform you. And a family of 5 persons who died in a grisly road accident at Oranga in Siaya a week ago is appealing for financial aid to give their loved ones a befitting send-off. According to the family spokesperson, Nicholas Okello, the family is also staring at bills of 2 other members that are currently admitted in intensive care units, making the burden difficult to bear. The family needs at least 3 million shillings for medical and burial bills, even as they appeal for stern traffic measures to avert future losses.
Mimi mwenyewe ni mgonjwa. Kama nagonjeka ndio wananipelekanga hospitali.
Tumejaribu kuchanga hapa na pale, lakini pesa hazijatosha gharama. Tunaomba well wishers watusaidie.
And now more than 1,000 households in Marachi Central in Butula constituency, Busia County, have received shoes and non-food items from an ungovernmental organization in a move to fight the Jiga menace. According to Dennis Namatsi, a representative from Odilo Foundation, they are targeting 1,000 households, especially the school-going children. Most families in Butula are said to be affected by Jigas due to poor hygiene levels.
We're targeting 1,000 children and maybe perhaps adults, because we've seen the turn-up of children, they came around 500 and the adults are there. So we'll give out 500 shoes for our children and they bear chini, and then they get jiggers through that. They don't have shoes. Alafu kenda manyumbani kwao, the floor of their houses is not good. So
kuna watoto wetu walikuwa wanaenda kwa vio na hawana viatu, but amewasaidia sana.
Sasa ni janga kubwa katika area yetu hii. Sasa hivi viatu vinaweza vikanisaidia nisipate funza.
The clergy have been challenged to actively engage in addressing the country's deepening social and moral crisis. Speaking at the 15th Annual Chaplains Conference held in Mombasa, organized by the National Association of Christian Chaplains, the Principal Secretary for Cabinet Affairs, Dr. Idris Dokota, emphasized the vital role the clergy play in steering the nation towards moral renewal, social cohesion, and ethical leadership. He called on chaplains to become active participants in national healing, value-based education, and youth mentorship.
The government alone, however, cannot be effective without partnering with other key players in the society, including those in the psychosocial and spiritual support systems. Accordingly, the government employs chaplains to various institutions such as prisons, military, hospitals, university, and the police. Chaplains are key stakeholders in promoting the social and psychological well-being in the society, noting that human is spiritual being. Chaplains are called upon to be leading examples to the nation in practice.
Now, the Internal Security and National Administration Principal Secretary, Dr. Raymond Omolo, through his Widows Empowerment Program, has extended support to a 73-year-old partially blind widow in Rangwe constituency, Homa Bay County, by constructing a new house for her. She had been living in a dilapidated house with a leaking roof before receiving the assistance. The Widows Empowerment Program, which supports widows nationwide, is dedicated to uplifting vulnerable women through economic empowerment initiatives. The program aims to foster dignity, compassion, and social inclusion for widows across Kenya.
Mmoja wetu Mama Roselida ambaye juzi hakuwa na nyumba, alikuwa na shida ya nyumba, mvua ikinyesha, mvua inamnyeshea, akiacha vitu zake anapata kama wamechukua, kuna watu wanamfungulia mlango wanachukua. Hasa ni shukrani tunarudisha Mwenyezi Mungu kwa Mheshimiwa PS Raymond Omolo kutufanyia kitendo katika hii mji wa kutoka hapa sehemu za Kochia Sota.
We met a group where the widow belongs to. It's called Tangchon Bear. So Tangchon Bear, when we met them, the grandma asked for a house. The report went to our team leader Victor Yugi, and Victor Yugi took the report to PS Interior, Dr. Raymond Omolo. We started building this house, and finally today we finished, and we are launching the house today.
Moving on, the National Muslim Leaders Forum and elders in Garissa County have raised the alarm on a rising case of drugs and substance abuse in the county and around its environs. Addressing the press at a Garissa hotel, the officials cited bhang, cocaine, and miraa among substances that are being abused, leading to a rise in societal evils. While calling on individuals to exercise responsibility, the elders are further faulting law enforcement and elected leaders for what they are calling laxity and calling out and dealing with the matter.
Disturbingly, various illicit drugs are being sold openly and without urgent intervention, the situation may escalate further, leading to severe consequences for the community.
We want the security apparatus to be able to take action. Sisi hatutaki mchezo.
Viongozi wa serikali, wanasiasa, paka kwa president, lazima tuwe na msimamo kali namna ya kuzuia muhadarati katika nchi yetu ya Kenya.
And now the residents of Tomiyoi village in Samburu County are threatening to put down an elephant that attacked and killed a ranger on duty on Sunday night. The residents say the marauding jumbo has wreaked havoc in the region for months, killing 7 people in the last 10 months alone. They want the Kenya Wildlife Service to contain the animal to avert more deaths.
Huyu amemuua akiwa askari wetu na amemuua hapa ndani ya kampu. Na sasa tunashangaa kama wananchi, if at all a ranger can be killed, what of a common man?
Ni jambo la kustajabisha sana na sijui tutasaidika vipi. Kwa sababu yes, imetendeka leo, kesho hatujui nini ita happen. Maybe pia watoto hao wachungaji wanachunga hapa, pia wanaweza malizwa. Kwa hivyo serikali kama kuna namna ambayo inaweza tusaidia, asiwe huyo ndofu na anajulikana na anaweza patikana.
Lack of orthopedic hospitals in Kajiado County has affected hundreds of patients seeking treatment, forcing them to travel neighboring counties to get medical services, as those with bone-related deformities from remote villages are said to bear the brunt. In a free orthopedic clinic in Kajiado North, organized by Kanan Hospital, patients drawn from the Asal Magadi region narrated their ordeal in search of medical care, with some facing stigma from society, terming the deformities as a bad omen, attributing it to witchcraft. At least 200 patients suffering from bone-related conditions were put under medication, sensitized to various orthopedic conditions, and urged to seek medical care to avert complications. This, as medics noted, the increase in arthritis cases in the region is attributed to nutritional disorders and old age.
Kwa kweli siwezi nikazungumzia zaidi ya hiyo, maana mtu huwezi kujua ni ugonjwa wa mfupa kwa sababu hatuna hiyo utaalamu. Lakini ukiambiwa, ukisikia vile unaenda unaambia kuna hospitali mahali fulani, sasa utaenda sasa uende uchekiwe. ndio sasa upate ile matibabu ambayo kulingana na ile utaratibu iliyoko kwa wale wanaojua hiyo kazi.
Wakati mbele nimepata accident ya mguu, nimepeleka hospitali iko chini, naenda kufanya operation. Kamaliza mwaka mmoja, lisukuru imeweka mguu anakuwa anasumbua sana.
The bigger population of around 16,000, all of them rely to that hospital, and they only have the basic medical services. The specialized services, they have to refer them to KNH, they have to refer them to Kajiado County Referral Hospital, they refer them to up to Mbagathi. So we really found there's a need.
Logical, and others are more of occupational based, which is lifestyle. And today we are trying as much as possible to create a treatment plan for majority of people are unable to access healthcare. So we have brought healthcare closer to the people, which is much more affordable to them.
And in Kwale County, Governor Fatma Achani has assured the Muslim community that the land belonging to the historic Congo Mosque located in Diani will not be grabbed by tycoons looking to develop it. The county boss spoke when she attended a Quran competition at Chitsanga village in Tiwi, where she expressed her administration support for the development of the mosque owned by the land in compliance with Islamic practices. The residents on their part said the land has been in the community for ages, even as they urged the administration to deal with those individuals who seek to grab the said land from them.
Sisi katika ruwaza yetu ya county tumeiweka ili tutengeneze beach, Islamic beach, ambapo watu wakitaka kuenda kufanya masuala ya kujivinjari ya kidini, inawezekana kuwa tunaweza kuenda mahali pa heshima, iwe ni Kongo.
The government has begun a one-week sensitization campaign for potential homeowners through the Affordable Housing Program. The exercise starts on Tuesday and will see members of the public taken through a tour of the upcoming projects, with staff from the Affordable Housing Project Board fielding questions from the public. The exercise kicked off in central Kenya, targeting the counties of Kirinyaga, Embu, Laikipia, Nyandarua, and Murang'a. Most of the affordable housing projects in the area are 70% complete, with the allocation of units expected to be finalized in the coming months. Workers who have benefited from the program dubbed it an economic empowerment initiative, calling on the government to launch phase 2 to ensure sustainability of their livelihoods.
Currently, we have 2 projects which are complete. We have the Geshogo HP and we have the Kerugoya NHC. I request the general public, this week we are having a activation mobilization week for the general public to come, see what we've done, and for them to be taken through the registration and to understand what about the Bomayango. The general public to turn up in large numbers, come as many as you are. We have houses that would like you people to purchase and for you to have a better housing program.
Sasa ujenzi ikisha hapa, najua hata Mwenyezi Mungu atatuonyesha mahali, unless serikali sasa ifungue phase 2, tutanufaika sana na tutafurahia sana. Lakini kama phase 2 bado itadelay, kutakuwa na delay, si hatuna otherwise tutaenda tu kutafuta makazi zingine huko.
We expect the local people to come to view the houses, because most of the people maybe have been asking how the projects have been going, to be sure that affordable houses is real.
And away from that, border operators in Kwale County are urged to collaborate with security agencies in the fight against rising criminal activities involving motorcycles. The call was made by the Border Safety Association of Kenya National Chairman, that is Kevin Mubadi, during an event held to elect new county leadership. He noted that some youths have been using motorcycles to harass and terrorize residents with machetes, and urged the operators to assist authorities by providing crucial information that could lead to arrests.
Mtu yote ana sense kama bodaboda, tukiona kwamba wewe mienendo zako si mizuri, wewe unafanya hizo vitu. Ndio maana nimesema hata kama ni brother yako na unajua anabeba kipanga, anakata watu na ni mwizi, ripoti yeye kwa polisi.
Tuko tayari kupambana na mambo yote ya kihalifu hapa Kwale na tuko tayari kusaidiana na serikali kuu ya kipolisi.
Serikali tunaiomba kwamba hizi sako waekeze hizi sako zetu, kwa sababu tuwe na mfuko ambao utakuwa uko strong, kwa sababu sisi bodaboda kitu ambacho tutataka ni hii mfuko wetu uwe strong, na tukiwa strong tutakuwa tunajiandika kivizuri, na tukiwa na tatizo tutakuwa tunasaidiana, kwa sababu mfuko wetu utakuwa ni uko mzuri.
The Orange Democratic Movement has concluded the grassroots elections in Kericho County. ODM Kericho County elections chairperson Ann Chepkwony says the Raila Odinga-led party is now planning to recruit more members in the area, adding that the broad-based government has created a favorable environment for the party to make inroads in the South Rift region.
From Nyanza, they also say let's vote for our own in ODM.
We now have elected delegates from all the sub-counties which were conducted in preparation for upcoming elections to be announced soon by the National Board. I am pleased to report that the election exercise has been concluded successfully. While it may not be possible to list every issue encountered, notable challenges included unfavorable weather, particularly the rain, and logistic difficulties.
We have conducted election from the grassroots up to sub-county level, and we are now waiting for the next election for the branch, which will come maybe before the end of the year.
If Baba declare no.
And now, education stakeholders have called for increased allocation of resources to be channeled into robotics education to encourage creativity, innovation, and also foster problem-solving skills among learners. The call came during the third engineering and science contest held at Kangaru School in Embu County, organized by Center for Mathematics, Science, and Technology Education in Africa. To prepare learners for the demands of an ever-evolving technological landscape, key players in the education sector are emphasizing the need to equip learners with adequate robotics kits and hands-on training. They argue that embracing robotics will aid in the promotion of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics courses that have been a key focus of the government.
Would have wished the government to really come in handy in ensuring that those projects that are proceeding to national fair, they are funded well so that the real idea that the learners have come out clearly.
Students at the events expressed excitement and optimism about the incorporation of robotics into the curriculum, describing it as an eye-opener and a clear pathway to the country's future growth.
Robotics, or the program that we have come up with, is that it's going to help our country in reducing the cost of production, in that if maybe you have your maize and you want to transport it from the farms to the industries, you're going to use these robots without having to destroy the environment by these fumes that are released by the car.
You must at least have general knowledge on, especially on the three sciences, know what works and the limitations to it.
A newly released report has put envelopment projects by Mombasa County government under sharp scrutiny. The assessment, covering the last 3 financial years, reveals a trail of stalled programs and questionable spending. The report by the Office of Mombasa Senator Musa Faki highlights critical failures across key sectors. In healthcare, a severe staff shortage is crippling service delivery, particularly in rural areas. Infrastructure is also crumbling, with facilities like Mtongwe Hospital lacking basic necessities. In early childhood education, a 214 million shillings project for 8 schools meant to be finished a decade ago remains incomplete, leaving children without proper learning spaces.
We are launching this report. Maybe there'll be a report also tackling some of the issues. Leadership of our able Senate.
We need to do more as a county. Yeah, we have the responsibility as leaders at the moment to do so. I call on the members of the county assembly. Yeah, we should not shy away from talking about these issues. We are the ones who passed the budget.
Because we also visited the same facilities.
That story now takes us on our first break. We recoil with plenty more, including business and sports. Stay tuned.
Get ready for the Shift Season 2. We're shifting from the studio to the grassroots, where policy meets reality. Your views meet government's voice.
This is not just about principal secretaries or any senior member of government. It is about you.
From agriculture to infrastructure, health to housing, MSMEs to the digital superhighway, a creative economy and beyond.
Get exclusive updates as Principal Secretaries share first-hand insights on the bottom-up economic transformation agenda rollout.
As we shift in transforming Kenya, we also shift from the studio to come to the field to check on what is going on, combine what we say with practically what is happening on the ground. Don't miss the program.
Every Tuesday on The Shift.
The Shift, Tuesday at 9 p.m. on KBC Channel 1.
Why are you looking for Dad?
Miss your Duanzi, Miss your Fala.
Get out!
I received a text in the middle of the night.
That girl likes getting herself into danger.
But I thought your motherly instinct spoke last night.
Wait. Let me help you with that.
Where is Alice, by the way?
She went...
You are all useless! Actually, I was waiting for you.
May I know why?
Mambo ya Sharia.
Maybe now we can talk.
Vultures are gathering, Ladama.
With every bit that falls, power shifts.
I want them to feel the emptiness I feel.
All of our property and assets shall be left to Amichir Achesa.
A legacy unravels.
Mimi ndio sheria, mfalme wale Murat.
Who will be left standing when the last bead falls? Shanga Season 2 starts Tuesday, 22 April at 8 p.m. on Maisha Magic Plus. Stay connected to DSTV Channel 163 and GoTV Channel 3.
Nilikupeleka kwa pedicure.
Aje sasa?
Nilikupeleka kwa massage.
Wewe.
Namuuliza maswali.
Uliza maswali ya maana mzee.
What are you talking?
Maswali umemaliza.
Ndio wacha ujinga.
Uliza maswali ambayo iko na adabu.
Niko na adabu.
Utanyamaza.
Asira niko nayo kama mwanaume. Kama mwanaume.
Wakapigana. Hapo nilijua nimeolewa na mwanaume. Hii. Asante.
Sina ingine. Na wewe umesema. Mtu akusi huyu.
Friday night again.
Greetings in the name of the Most High Jah Rastafari. My good name is Marley Moses, the positive warrior, alongside...
Yes, sir, DJ D-Rage, the baddest. Each and every Wednesday from 10 p.m. on KBC Channel 1 TV.
Tunakuletea the biggest reggae party in 254 in a yard extra. Extra niceness of reggae music.
Extra dose of entertainment.
When the thing is nice,
we have to do it twice.
Welcome back. This is Lunchtime News, and now the county government of Nyandarua has been urged to support artisans so that they can be able to participate in the East African Trade Fair, where they can showcase their products and increase their visibility. Speaking after handing over some 10 million shillings to the artisans, the County Executive Committee member for Trade, Industrialization, Cooperatives and Tourism, John Muiru, and Nyandarua Central DCC, Michael Olultua, said the authority has been supporting the artisans by providing them equipment and market linkages.
Ningependa kushukuru sana MSEA kwa sababu MSEA ndio wamewapea ile training na pia kuwatafutia hizi kazi ili watumie ujuzi wao.
Juakali artisan wanafaa kuwa involved kwa hizi projects yote, na sisi kama national government tutahakikisha kwamba kwa vile wameform association na wamekaa chini ya uongozi ya MSEA, tutahakikisha kwamba watakuwa involved kwa hizi kazi.
We have been able to carry on affordable housing under National Housing Corporation. We have done a project that was worth 10 million. We have delivered fabricated windows and doors. And the people you can see here today are happy souls.
Kuna primary association yenye hawana 3 fees.
And drama ensued in Kilifi County after county officials blocked the county secretary Martin Mwaro from accessing his office days after he was fired by the county administration for lack of integrity. Armed with a court injunction, Mwaro had argued that he had a right to access the office. In her ruling, Lady Justice Monica Mbaru had barred the county from appointing anyone to fill the office or advertising until the case is heard on the 5th of May 2025.
Mimi nimekuwa mfanyakazi wa serikali kwa muda mrefu, takriban miaka 27, na sija kuwa na madai yoyote ya ufisadi katika muda huo wote ambao nimehudumu katika serikali. Ndiposa baada ya kushauriana na mawakili nilielekea kotini ili kuklia jina langu, kwa sababu niliamini na bado naamini kwamba niko na mchango kulingana na ujuzi na maarifa yangu ambao ninaweza kusaidia hali ya kuboresha huduma kwa wakazi na wananchi wa Kilifi.
Top security officials led by the Coast Regional Police Commander Ali Nuno have taken stringent measures to curb crime and road accidents during the Easter holidays. He assured those visiting Mombasa of their security and total relaxation during the holiday. Our reporter Ann Mburu with the details.
As Kenyans gear up to celebrate the Easter holidays, Mombasa County security authorities are working round the clock to ensure that those visiting the beach destination enjoy their stay. Speaking during a security meeting at the police headquarters in Mombasa County, the regional police commander said security will be beefed up to counter crime during the festive season.
As you know, this is a tourist destination center. Therefore, I want to assure our people, Kenyans, and the international community, the tourists, that the coast region is safe and secure. Therefore, please come and enjoy your holidays in our beautiful beaches and etc. The plan, we have an operation order in place, and we'll have teams which will be moving out across the whole region, and they will be strategically placed and for the issue of enforcement and etc.
He also called on parents to be vigilant on their children's whereabouts, saying they will also be held responsible should their children be caught in crime.
Those parents whose children who are children of under 18 who are found in possession of these offensive weapons, pangas, etc., will definitely be charged for the offense of being neglect. If the child is over 18 years and has a parent and etc., the parent will be charged for harboring, comforting, and receiving a criminal who, to his knowledge, has committed an offense. So in either case, whether the child is over 18 years or under 18 years, we are going to take parents head on so that they take their parental responsibilities seriously.
Motorists have also been warned against flouting traffic rules, with the National Transport and Safety Authority Chairperson Hatib Mwashetani announcing the rolling out of a national crackdown on traffic offenders beginning tomorrow.
The focus that we have is on the major highways, like for example exit from Mombasa to Kilifi or Lamu, exit from Mombasa to Nairobi, exit from Mombasa to Lunga. That is in the coast region. Otherwise, even in other areas which are national, where I sit, there are so many activities which are going to take place. The plan that we are having in coast is the same plans that have been undertaken in other areas or other regions. So it's a national program that is going to be enforced by Wednesday.
From Mombasa County, I am Ann Mburu.
Parents have been urged to monitor their children, especially during this holiday season, to ensure they do not engage in issues that can jeopardize their future. Speaking at St. John Methodist Church, Kirua in Meru, a section of stakeholders raised concern on the moral decadence amongst learners during the holiday season and urged parents to create time to be with their children so that they can embrace good morals at all times. At the same time, he also urged them to invest in the education of their children, as this was the only way to ensure that the coming generations are responsible and productive in the development of the country.
Kuhakikisha watoto wetu wakikuja nyumbani wakati ya likizo, tunajua ile maneno wanajiingisha nayo. Ni muhimu sana tukiwa wazazi, tunajua watoto wetu wanaenda wapi, wanashinda wapi mchana, wanashinda wapi wakienda jioni, na tuna jukumu kubwa sana sababu hiyo sisi ndio tuna lay foundation yao ya kesho.
Tunataka darasa la 7, 8 and 9 sababu watoto ambao tuko nao wanafinyana kwa darasa zile ziko. Kwa hivyo harambee ya leo imetusaidia sana kwa sababu haya madarasa yatajengwa. Ile pesa ambayo tumepata sasa nafikiri tutaitumia kwa huo mradi.
The Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry has raised concerns over increased cases of population around Lake Naivasha, mainly caused by unsustainable and uncontrolled use of agricultural lands, chemicals from farmlands, effluents from hotel industry, and cases of encroachment on riparian areas. Speaking in Naivasha during the launch of a 230 million shillings project aimed at restoring and rehabilitating the fragile Lake Naivasha Basin ecosystem, Environment, Climate Change and Forestry Cabinet Secretary Dr. Deborah Baraza highlighted the basin's significance, noting that it is home to key water towers such as Aberdares and the Mau Forest. She noted that the initiative will play a crucial role in tackling existing challenges by boosting fish and agriculture production in the region.
Construction on riparian areas and farming activities along the shores. This is unacceptable, and we shall be taking action. This is why the project we are launching today is timely and will go a long way in contributing to sustainable management of the ecosystem.
Rising water levels in the Lake Naivasha have threatened both livelihoods and biodiversity. Through this project, we aim to restore the lake's catchment areas and riparian zones, addressing these challenges head-on with science-based inclusive solutions.
On this week's feature of the Cabinet, we center our focus on Cleophas Malilu. Watch.
Born in 1956, Cleopa Kilonzo Mailu graduated from the University of Nairobi and earned a master's degree in medical genetics from the University of Glasgow in Scotland. He started his career as an intern at the Kenyatta National Hospital and was the founding director of its Department of Medical Genetics in 1989. Mailu had also worked in several high-level jobs both at home and internationally. Just before his appointment to cabinet, he had worked for the Nairobi Hospital for 12 years and his last posting being the hospital CEO. President Uhuru Kenyatta appointed Mailu the Health Cabinet Secretary in December 2015, taking over from James Macharia, who had just been transferred to the Transport Ministry. During Dr. Mailu's tenure at Afya House, the ministry onboarded the Linda Mama program to the National Health Insurance Fund in July of 2016. He also oversaw the launch of the e-portal health services in April 2017 after the Ministry of Health established an electronic portal to improve processing of import and export health certificates. Dr. Mailu also led an intensified campaign to accelerate access to adequate sanitation and hygiene facilities with a view to end open defecation in Kenya ODF by 2020. It was during his stint as Health CS that a team of doctors drawn from the University of Nairobi and the Kenyatta National Hospital in November 2016 conducted the first successful operation of conjoined twins in Kenya who were born joined at the lower spinal cord. Dr. Mailu had his share of controversy as the health minister. In 2016, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission investigated the CS over alleged misappropriation of funds through diversion of funds, double payments of goods and services, and manipulation of the Integrated Financial Management System (IFMIS), but no charges were preferred on him. In 2017, Dr. Mailu was criticized for failing to avert a doctor's strike that lasted 100 days. After the 2017 general election, Dr. Mailu handed over the docket to Cecily Kariuki. Dr. Mailu was appointed as permanent representative of Kenya to the United Nations office in Geneva, UNOG. For the cabinet, I'm Ben Troinjua.
And time for business news now. And consultants at Ernst & Young East Africa project that the government will announce measures that will widen the tax bracket in order to fund the 2025-2026 budget. Ernst & Young East Africa partner Robert Nyamo is, however, proposing a reduction in taxes to support businesses and boost consumer purchase power, as opposed to tax increment or more borrowing to finance the next budget.
Economic theory dictates that increase in revenue, in taxes and tax rates will increase revenue collection, but it will get to that point where it cannot do it anymore. And I think as a country and as East Africa at large, we got to that level.
We have seen clearly in some countries, including South Africa, tried to cut that particular bit of duplication of functions. The other area which we need is the wastage of resources, and I believe without discussing that further, remember that there are so many areas that you have seen the areas of wastage.
IMF is going to be pushing, people say the IMF conditionalities are tough. They should be tough, because if they're coming in to give you a lifeline, and IMF comes in as a lender of last resort to government, they have a right to make certain demands.
Youth and women keen on embracing agriculture should research and regularly train on current trends in the industry. Haifa International Youth and Innovation lead Agnes Kavatha says the youth should especially start by identifying opportunities in organizations that offer support in the agriculture value chain.
of those engaged in agriculture, they, alongside the youth, still face challenges in accessing capital and support services, while hindering their full participation in the sector.
Nilianzia nikiwa hata sina gari, sina pikipiki ya kunipeleka field, but now at least I'm capable to take myself to the field.
Even though farming is not for the weak, there are immense opportunities for those who embrace best practices.
Try to be more creative na mjitume. Unajua ukijituma kwa ground ndio utapata nafasi zingine mingi. There's great opportunity in the rural communities and our youth. You don't just need to idle around. Just get to understand your community. Get to understand the kind of economic activities that happen within your community.
Sophia, who is an agent with a company offering biogas systems, says capacity building is key for smallholder farmers, and this is why.
Kuna mambo ya training and education, kuna agenda inclusivity. Hiyo ni eneo ya mambo ambayo tulikuwa tunafundisha wakulima, na pia tulikuwa tunawafundisha about how they can improve on their dairy production of milk.
We are so satisfied as a family because that biogas has really helped us. And even the rearing of the chicken has been enjoyable because the bioproduct, whatever the waste is used well, and it gives us that profit.
We work with youth agri-tech innovators. We build their capacity, we give them support, we provide linkages.
Sophia says she has so far assisted in installing more than 1,500 biogas systems in her community.
Tangu uko nyuma nilikuwa natumia kangasi kidogo, kalikuwa kandogo tu, kalikuwa kananitesa sana. Nikiwekewa hii niko na furaha sana sasa.
Alana Oko, Lunchtime News.
Kenyan and Egyptian farms should explore business-to-business deals that will help boost trade between the two countries. Egyptian's Deputy Ambassador to Kenya, Mustafa Saad, says Egyptian farms are increasingly keen on settling up their footprints in Kenya. Saad was speaking when Al Brai Group officially launched an office as a launchpad into the larger East African market.
It reflects the level and deepening of trade relations between Egypt and Kenya, and the importance that Kenya's market represents to Egyptian manufacturers and exporters. And of course, this is just a first step towards intensifying trade relations between both countries.
The Kenya is supporting actually any newcomers here. So we are having the good opportunity to start with our products in Kenya. There's for sure a lot of competitors here serving the country, but actually we are trying to push with our good quality.
We are testing the market to understand the needs of the consumer, to understand the needs of the traders and dealers. And once we could know more details and the insights of the market, we started by this showroom in order to let our dealers, because they have limited spaces in their showrooms, they cannot show all the line-up.
To some sporting action, and President William Ruto today flagged off the Kenya Under-20 national football team, Rising Stars, ahead of their trip to Egypt for the Africa Cup of Nations Under-20 tournament. Rising Stars are in Group B of the continental tournament alongside seven-time champions Nigeria, Morocco and Tunisia. The tournament kicks off on the 27th of this month, with Kenya beginning their campaign against Morocco on 1st of May.
My very best wishes. Already, you have made history. That in itself is a pride for us as a nation, and it is a mark of confidence that Kenya and Kenyan talent and Kenyan young people have what it takes, not just to excel in our nation, but also in our region, and as it is, excel globally. As we are all aware, Kenya is a great sporting nation in all aspects. And I must congratulate sportsmen and women from Kenya for their sterling performance and excellent representation of our country in different sports across different disciplines in many parts of the world.
As a Ministry, Your Excellency, I want to assure you we are supporting talent development both at the level of infrastructure, but also to ensure that our teams are able to get the necessary logistics to perform, in the different tournaments.
Excellency, we are very happy first today to be here for the invitation. And us as boys, we have been happy because we have been kept in a good environment. And the preparations have been well. And about the group that we are in, I want to assure you that as under 20, we are going to fight. We are going to make the Kenyans proud.
We are making every stride. Every measure is being put in place to ensure that we revive football in this country and to ensure that we have the best for our youth. Infrastructure, we have noted with delight that it is, we are expanding our stadiums, and I'm very happy to see what is happening at the grassroots level and also at the national level.
Congratulations to Team Kenya there, and we wish them the very best as they travel to Egypt for the competition. And on that note, we close this live broadcast. This has been KBC Lunchtime News. We appreciate you for your valued company. I'm Doreen Arange. Lucy Maura has been our sign language interpreter. Good afternoon.
Get ready for the Shift Season 2. We're shifting from the studio to the grassroots, where policy meets reality. Your views meet government's voice.
This is not just about principal secretaries or any senior member of government. It is about you.
From agriculture to infrastructure, health to housing, MSMEs to the digital superhighway, a creative economy and beyond.
Get exclusive updates as Principal Secretary share first-hand insights on the bottom-up economic transformation agenda rollout.
As we shift in transforming Kenya, we also shift from the studio to come to the field to check on what is going on, combine what we say with practically what is happening on the ground. Don't miss the program.
Every Tuesday on The Shifts.
The Shift, Tuesday at 9 p.m. on KBC Channel 1.
Vultures are gathering, Ladama.
With every bit that falls, power shifts.
I want them to feel the emptiness I feel.
All of our property and assets shall be left to Amichir Achesa.
Our legacy unravels.
Yes,
Mimi ndio sheria, mfalme wale murati.
Who will be left standing when the last bead falls? Shanga Season 2 starts Tuesday, 22 April at 8 p.m. on Maisha Magic Plus. Stay connected to DSTV Channel 163 and GoTV Channel 3.
Time to wipe away the Monday blues. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Bidi bam bam boom. We are back with another banger. Welcome to the biggest, the baddest entertainment show right here in the 254. It's a brand new week, brand new episode. Miss V,
yes,
are you ready for tonight?
I am so ready for this week's episode. As always, you know, we got you when it comes to matters entertainment. And by the way, I am sure you have seen this Mula. Mpishi, the song that has been trending, you know, the dancing was, you know, everyone was doing a challenge for it. But unfortunately, they got to take down that song on YouTube. The song by Matata featuring Bien. Imagine someone took it down at the copyright claims. Woo. And you know, Matata put out an official statement and they said, you know what, this is just malicious because there's nothing like that. There's no copyright. Like they.
Man, let me say this, Miss V. I don't know what's really going on, but again, this song it has been big.
It's a big song.
Trending ever since, you know, the video was uploaded.